Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. My name is Ari, and in this reading we are going to look at the question, what is he thinking about me? Think about your person, focus on their energy, and let's see what the cards have to say. We will be using my astrological zodiac system and the tree of manifestation method. In this system we will put 4 cards, and each card represents a different part of the situation: thoughts, actions, feelings, and the final outcome. We will also be working with Gods of Olympus, my original tarot deck based on Greek mythology. And in this deck, every major arcana card is connected to a Greek god or goddess, a zodiacal sign, and one of the 4 elements. This helps us understand not only what is happening, but also the deeper situation behind the situation. We can see more deeper what card want to say. So let's look your energy, what you are thinking, how do you live, what you think, what is going on in your life. Let's look. So what can we say about this situation? No, so what is in your signification, in your thoughts? This is we have Knight of Pentacles. It's Bellerophon and Pegasus, the trials of the journey, and this card is in negative position. So this suggests that you may be feeling stuck or discouraged. You want to move forward, but progress feels slower than you would like, and there are maybe doubts about where this part is leading. So this is not so clearly, everything maybe stop in your mind. In action, what we have in action? We have 2 of Wands, Eos, and the Back of Winds in negative position as well. In the myth, Eos give Odysseus the winds needed to reach home, but they will realize at the wrong time. So this card can show uncertain missed opportunities or difficulty choosing a clear direction. In emotions, you have 10 of Pentacles, the house of Priam, the legacy of Troya, in the negative position as well. So emotionally, there may be disappointment connected to family, long-term relationship, or dreams about stability and building a future with someone. As the outcome, we see the Three of Swords. This card is Paris and Helen of Troy. This card speaks of heart attack, separation, painful realizations, or emotional wounds that are still influencing the situation. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands in negative as well, yes? And this, here is Jason and the Golden Fleece. So deep down, there may be a feeling that you have not yet achieved the result you hoped for in love, or that recognition and happiness have been delayed. So overall, your signification shows someone who is carrying disappointment from the past, but is still searching for answers. There is a strong desire for stability and a meaningful relationship, yet old emotional wants may still be affecting how you view love and future possibilities. Look, honestly, your significator shows that you are not in the easiest place right now. It looks like you have been through something very important, something where you invested a lot of your time, energy, and hopes. You tried hard, made choices, and did your best, but in the end, things didn't turn out the way you expected. The Knight of Pentacles in the negative position shows a long journey that took a lot of efforts but didn't bring the result you wanted. You may feel like you have to start over, or that you have been pushed backwards instead of moving forward. In your emotions, the Ten of Pentacles in the negative position shows disappointment connected to family, relationships, or your idea or what a happy future should look like. Something may have happened that made you question your beliefs about love, commitment, or family life. The Three of Swords as the outcome shows a painful realization. It's the moment when the truth becomes clear. It looks like someone made the wrong choice. Maybe it was this man, maybe it was you, but either way, there is an understanding now that certain decisions led to pain and disappointment. And the Six of Wands in the negative position at the bottom of the deck makes this even stronger. It shows a feeling of failure or defeat. So It's the energy of someone who expected a happy ending but didn't get the result they were hoping for. So overall, your significator shows a person who has been deeply disappointed and still is processing what happened. But at the same time, this reading shows an important lesson and a chance to see the truth clearly. All right, now let's take a look at what this person is thinking about you. So let's begin. 7 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, King of Swords, and on the bottom, 8 of Pentacles. So what does he think about you? Honestly, his thoughts seems to be more emotional than logical right now. In the thoughts position, we have the 7 of Cups, which is a cups card, not a swords card. In my system, that usually means he is not really thinking clearly. He's feeling, yes. He may daydream about you, imagine different situations, wonder what could have been or what could still happen. There are a lot of emotions and fantasies here, but not a lot of concrete plans. It's more like he's lots in his thoughts about you than actually figuring something out. In his action, we have the 6 of Pentacles, Demeter and Triptalemus. This card is about giving and receiving. He may see you as someone who helped him, supported him, or gave him something important. In a way, he may feel that you are the one who brought more into the connection than he did. So, in emotions, we have the 2 of Swords in the negative position. This is a card of difficult choices and consequences. It feels like he connects this situation with a decision from the past that didn't work out the way he hoped. So there is some regret here, some disappointment and emotional distance. I don't see warm romantic feelings in this position. It feels more like sadness, reflection, or realizing that certain choices led to pain. The outcome is the King of Swords in the negative position as well. This can show someone becoming cold, distant, or trying to justify himself. Instead of looking honestly at his emotions, he may hide behind logic, excuses, or controlled image. He may know he was not completely right, but at the same time, he doesn't really want to face that. And at the bottom of the deck, we have 8 of Pentacles in the negative position. This is a pretty clear thing that he doesn't want to put much effort into building a relationship. So he may enjoy thinking about you and remembering the connection, but when it comes to real work, responsibility and the commitment, the motivation, it's not really there. So overall, his thoughts about you are more like it's nice to think about her, I feel comfortable with her, she helped me, but I don't see strong intentions to build something serious. He seems much more interested in the feeling of the connection than in doing the work that a real relationship would require. Okay, let's see what happened between you. Between the two of you, sorry. This is my first tarot forecast in English. So I apologize that I'm a little bit slow because I didn't have practice in English for a long time. But I hope time will take and experience will work. So, what happened between you two? 0 Arcan, Fool, Page of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, Magician, and the bottom, Page of Pentacles. So, what happened between the two of you? In the thoughts position, we have the Fool. This usually shows something new, easy, and spontaneous. It may have been a new person in your life, or it could have been a connecting that kept repeating in the cycle. At the beginning, everything probably felt light and natural. There were no clear plans and no serious promises. It was more like, let's just see where this goes. In action, we have the Page of Wands. We also have another page at the bottom of the deck. So there is a lot of energy here. So not, how to say, immature energy. This can show a man who acts like a child, yes, and he gets excited quickly, follows his desire, but doesn't really think about the consequences. Phaeton asked his father to let him drive this sun chariot, but he was too young and in experience, and he could not control it. So the first he flew too high, and the earth began to freeze. Then he came too close to the ground, and the earth was burned by fire. And in the end, Zeus struck him with lightning, because Phaeton had to distribute the natural order of the world. So this card shows someone who acts quickly and follows a strong impulse, but doesn't think about the consequences. He may feel very excited at first, but he doesn't know how to control the situation. This also shows emotional immaturity. And the man may have started this connection with passion and confidence, but he was not ready for responsibility that came with it. And his actions were unstable. One moment he was very close and active, and the next moment he became cold or disappeared. So there is also the magician in the outcome, which speaks about the beginning of something new, a strong impulse and a physical attraction. So this connection was most likely built on passion and chemistry. But in emotion, we have the Eight of Pentacles in the negative position, and here is the god of Hephaestus. He was a very hard-working god, but here the card shows the opposite, and emotionally this person didn't want to put it in the work. Maybe you were hoping for more, but he was not emotionally involved in the same way. There was attraction, but not enough real feeling, effort, or commitment behind it. The magician in the outcome can also describe a man who is not really a husband type. He is more like a lover. He comes into your life very strongly, creates a lot of excitements, and then can leave just quickly without even saying goodbye. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles, Asclepius and Chiron, the first knowledge. This shows that the connecting became a lesson for you. Now you may be trying to heal, understand what happened, and make your own conclusions about this person. You may also still be waiting for a message from him. So honestly, not much really developed between you. And the man was emotionally immature and behaved like a child. There was attraction and a strong beginning, but he was not ready to build anything serious. Honestly, magician type men often come into a woman's life not to stay forever, but to change her direction. In my system, the magician is not really the energy of husband or a stable long-time partner. He is more like a catalyst. He appears suddenly, turns your world upside down, wakes up emotions, desires, dreams, and parts of yourself that may have been asleep for a long time. These men often change a woman's life completely. At first time it can feel painful, confusing, or even unfair, but later, after going through a deep transformation, a woman begins to understand why this person appeared in her life. The magician is like a spring alarm clock, because he's April time. He is Aries in the zodiacal system, so he arrives to wake a woman up, to push her out of all the patterns, and to start a new chapter in her life. So he comes with strong energy, passion, and movement, and it's very hard to ignore him. He can completely change the course of events, but very often his role is not to stay forever. His role is to awaken something important inside you. That's why, looking at this outcome, I would say that this connection may have been less about building a lasting relationship and more about triggering a transformation that was needed for your personal growth. Let's ask, why did he come into your life? Why he came into your life? Whatever. So, why? Imperator, the Wing of Fortune, Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and One of Swords. So, why did he come into your life? I can say that in this position of thoughts, we have the Emperor Poseidon, Cancer, and the Energy of Cups. This person came into your life to awaken the need for emotional security and stability. The Emperor is connected with control, strength, and responsibility. But because this card carries the energy of Cancer and Cups, it's also about deep emotions, family, and the need to feel protected. In his action, we have the Wheel of Fortune, Kronos, Capricorn, and Pentacles. This connection was meant to change the direction of your life, as I told you before. It was not a random meeting. He came at an important turning point when one chapter was ending and another one was beginning. Through this relationship, you were made to understand that nothing stays the same forever. Life moves in cycles, and sometimes people come into our lives to move us forward. This, yes, for sure. In emotions, we have the Five of Pentacles. Ariadne abandoned on the island of Naxos. This card speaks about loneliness, rejection, and the pain of feeling abandoned. He may have come into your life to bring an old emotional wound to the surface. Perhaps there was already a fear of being left, forgotten, or not chosen. Through this person, this wound became visible, so you could finally understand it and began to heal it. Actually, the story of Ariadne goes like this. Ariadne helped her beloved Theseus defeat the Minotaur, who lived in the labyrinth. And the Minotaur was a creature with the head of a bull and the body of a man. And after Theseus defeated the Minotaur, and he left Ariadne alone on an island and sailed away. But Ariadne's story didn't end there. After that, she became the wife of the god Dionysus and joined him as a goddess of Olympus. So your story didn't finish yet. Wait, please, a little bit. Your future is I don't know, is very, very great. So it's not so big problem for now. For great future, we can keep silent a little bit, cry a little bit, and after say, okay, no problem. So the outcome is the Ten of Swords, Hector's final battle. This connection came to bring something to a complete ending. It may have been painful, but it was necessary. The Ten of Swords shows that an old story, an old belief, or an old pattern could no longer continue. Something had to end completely so that you would stop fighting for what had already reached its final point. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. Ares and Athena, revenge for Kycnos. The main lesson of this relationship is truth and clarity. He came into your life so that you could see something clearly, make a firm decision, and stop deceiving yourself. So this person may have triggered conflict or painful thoughts, but through this experience you will mean to become stronger and understand the truth. So he came into your life not necessarily to stay forever. He came to change the direction of your life, reveal your deepest emotional wants, and help you close an old chapter. His role was to bring clarity, transformation, and a final decision. So what we can see now. I'm not saying this just to make you feel better, but I do believe you have a great future ahead of you because Ariadne appeared here. And this card often shows the end of cycle, a period when you didn't truly value yourself or see your own worth. Very often when Aries type men appear, they are the kind of men who came into a woman's life, take what they need and then disappear into the unknown. But they also tend to come back. In mythology, there are hardly any stories where Ares lives and never returns. His energy is very cyclical. Yeah. And to be honest, there may come a time when you will be the one trying to let go of him, and that may not be easy. But right now, the most important thing is for you to calm down and find some peace within yourself. So let's ask the card, how should you handle the situation? What should you think about this person? What should you focus on in your own life right now? Let's see what advice the cards have for you so that you can feel a little lighter and find more clarity. So, Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, Asclepius, Third of Wands, and 12 Arcana. So what are the cards trying to tell you to help you feel better? First of all, the cards are asking you to face your fears. Don't run from the truth and don't try to convince yourself that things could have turned out differently. The Seven of Wands shows that your main tasks right now is to find the courage to see the situation for what it really is. The legend of Heracles and the Nemean lion tells the story of his very first labor. Heracles had to defeat the Nemean lion, but its skin could not be pierced by any weapon. The only way to defeat it was to strangle it with his own hands. Symbolically, this means looking your fear directly in the eyes and finding the strength to overcome it. The Five of Wands is in reverse says that you don't need to fight for this man. You don't need to compete for his attention, prove your worth, convince him of anything, or try to win the situation. Sometimes walking away from the battle is the real victory. The most important card here is Arcanius, Asclepius. Ophiuchus, Asclepius. In my system, this is not just another symbol, it is a special energy of healing, transformation, and recovery. Asclepius is connected to Ophiuchus. This the 13th zodiac sign. Ophiuchus exists on the actual part of the sun in the sky and is located between Scorpio and Sagittarius. That is why this energy has a very special meaning in my system. And here Asclepius is not saying that this man came into your life to heal you. Instead, he came into your life to reveal what has needed healing for a very long time. Maybe it's a fear of being abandoned, maybe it's a fear of being alone, maybe it is the need to earn love or the habit of fighting for relationships that don't really makes you happy. And the Three of Wands in reverse shows that you are not meant to continue this journey with him. But this is not a story about failure. This is a story about choosing a different direction. Sometimes a hero's real journey begins when they decide not to board the wrong ship. And the Hanged Man, at the bottom, at the deck, reinforces the main lesson of this situation. Zeus, the shape shifter, is someone who changes forms to achieve his goals. This card asks you to remove the illusion and see the person for who he really is, not for who you hoped he would be. And the main message of this reading is simple. This person didn't come into your life to become your destiny. He came into your life to show you own wants, helps you the truth, to see the truth and begin a healing process. You have not lost anything, really. In fact, you have been given an opportunity to free yourself from something that has been holding you back for a long time. That's why the cards is asking you not to fight, not to wait, or not to hold on. Accept the lesson, heal the old wounds, and continue your own journey with peace and confidence. So let's ask cards, what would change if you choose yourself first? King of Wands, Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands, 20 Arcane, and the Seven of Pentacles and negative. So what we have in thoughts is a King of Wands, Agamemnon in reverse. The myth. Agamemnon was a great king and a military leader, but he often put his pride and authority above the feelings and needs of others. And his conflict with Achilles nearly led the Greeks to defeat during the Trojan War. And here you stop trying to control everything and everyone. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself or live according to other people's expectations. Instead, you begin asking yourself, what do I truly want? And the shift from control and responsibility for everyone else to honestly with yourself. So, actions. Eight of Cups. Odysseus leaves Calypso. The myth. Calypso loved Odysseus and offered him a comfortable life on her island, but Odysseus knew it was not his true part, so he chose to leave. And here you begin walking away from things that are not longer meant to you, for you, even if they feel comfortable, familiar, or emotionally important. So from attachment to moving forward. So emotions. Emotions, Eight of Wands. Cupid's arrows in reverse. The myth. Cupid's arrows made people fall deeply in love and lose themselves in powerful emotions and attraction. And so it means for you emotional depends starts losing its power over you, and you feeling no longer control every decision you make. So from emotional impulses and longing for love from others to inner peace and balance, outcome, judgment. Themis in reverse, the myth. Themis is the goddess of divine justice, truth, and higher law. She helps people see reality clearly and understand the consequences of their choices. So for you, it means putting yourself first brings a major awakening. You begin to see where you have betrayed yourself, ignored your needs, or accepted less than you deserve. So from living by other people's rules to living according to your own truth. And bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The mythos meaning, a farmer waits for the harvest but realizes that some fields will never produce fruit, no matter how long he waits. So the deeper reason behind this situation, you are tired of waiting for results when nothing is growing, tired of investing your time, energy, and heart into something that is not moving forward. And final message, this reading is not about becoming selfish, it's about becoming free. If you pass yourself first, you stop trying to control what cannot be controlled, holding on to what has already ended, making decisions based only on emotions, waiting for a harvest in the field that will never grow, and instead you begin returning to yourself. The biggest change will happen inside you. You will stop asking who will choose me, and you will start asking what do I choose for myself. And that's usually the moment when life begins to change for you. So thank you for watching this reading with me. I wish you all the very best. Take care of yourself, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.